makes my life a little bit easier. There we go. And that's what that's going to look like. There's no voting involved. My signature's going up there. You can either like it or leave it. So what I'm doing right now, for anyone who wasn't here earlier, is signing a shitload of photos for the live show tomorrow. We obviously had a few less people in here earlier because a lot of people will have been busy, as most people who are either employed or in school are. I am neither of those things. Technically I'm employed, but in the sort of loosest sense of the term. So, how's everyone's day been? Just finished school for the day. Congrats, Ava. Or Eva? Eva? EVA. Is that usually Ava or Eva? Because I never know. Like, I would be inclined to say Eva, but I know that a lot of people who spell it like that are Avas. Either way. Soph got the nails. How did that go? What did you get in the end? What did you go for? Hi, Arthur. Happy birthday, Hallie. 13 again on the nails. Let's go, Sophs. Hell yeah. Am I going to be seeing that tomorrow? Are you coming to the show? Hi, Sydney and Aria. I'm right-handed. Whoever asked if I'm left or right-handed. What is happening? I've not had confirmation from Sophs if she's going to be joining at the live show yet. She might have said, I just haven't seen the comment, but this is not my left hand. This is my right hand. I don't know how you've done your calculation, because I feel like no matter what way you're looking at me, you should be able to figure out that this is my right hand just by understanding how. Right? Am I being stupid? No, to be fair, maybe that is an unfair comment actually. But surely you'd be able to just like, I don't know. If I'm looking at myself. Well, I'm looking at myself and like, this hand is on the left and this hand is on the right. So how would that not... Anyway, I need to keep signing, guys. Don't distract me too much because I need to get through this. I'm still not even halfway through the amount of tasks I have. The problem is that I didn't even realise this earlier. I don't even have my laptop because I gave it to Dobby last night to take back with him because I had it in London with me. So yeah, I gave my laptop to Dobby to take home and he still has it, as well as all my other stuff, but I don't need that as much. It's just my laptop I need for a bunch of different things, but I can't do them yet because I don't have it. Although I think Max maybe just went and picked it up. I might be wrong. For once, genuinely the first time ever, I think Max has ever done anything like assistant work for me, if you know what I mean. Like I'm just constantly running around like a lunatic after Max, doing anything and everything he needs, because I'm just a good brother like that, you know. People don't really find out these things often because they don't get talked about. Because it's ironic now that I am talking about it, but I often just keep it to myself because I'm just trying to be humble, you know. Try and just get shit done. Don't complain. Don't make it other people's problems. Just crack on, you know. So this is going to the 4 p.m. show. That is fantastic news. Can't wait to see you there. And hopefully your nails. I am not still live for the person who just said that, by the way. I went away for a couple of hours and now I'm back. I also changed my trousers. So there's that. Can you do a live podcast in Birmingham? I like Birmingham. I really want it. Like we've done Birmingham a couple of times on tours and stuff like that, and not once have we prioritised a visit to Cadbury World, and that really winds me up. Because if you know me, actually this is, I was gonna say if you know me, you know I like Cadbury's. I don't shout and scream about it that much anymore, but I do love Cadbury's. It's a great thing. Thank you, Orla. Yeah. Cadbury World, and now that Merlin have bought it and are potentially going to be adding some cool stuff. I know are they in the middle of the refurb, or have they already done it? For the the cocoa bean ride. I'm not sure if that's like already happening or about to happen, or I don't know. Can someone with a bit more intel tell me what's going on there? Because the problem with Cadbury World is that right now it's not really a theme park, so I don't have that much information on it other than like what gets reported by Digital Dan, who is my main source for theme park news. If you guys do want to get into theme parks on the level of which that I'm into them, a genuine easy sort of like tip / shortcut would be to watch the series that I watch, which is by a guy called Digital Dan, and it's This Past Week in Theme Parks. Again, if this ever reaches him, thank you, Dan, for your service. I really appreciate it. It helps me greatly, because sadly, as much as I sound like I've got loads of time for theme parks, I actually don't. And I often wake up any morning where Dan has posted one of his This Past Week in Theme Parks, I'll wake up and I'll see that it's posted, and I'm like, that's how I'm gonna figure out what's going on literally over the last week, theme park wise, and then at least I'm still in the loop. I might not have all the details, but at least I know what's going on, and then if there's anything that stands out to me, I can go out of my way to research it a little bit more. So that's kind of how I keep on top of things without actually having a load of time for it, because hobbies are important. They keep you stimulated feels like the wrong word to use, but it kind of is true. That having something to care about and pay attention to is absolutely vital, and someone recapping all of that for you is a godsend when you haven't got time for it. So yeah, shout out Digital Dan. We've never met. I think we've been at like the same events before, but I always feel like really awkward like going up to someone, because I should just be like, hey mate, I'm a huge fan of the channel, but then I feel bad because I'm like, I don't want to hold you verbally hostage, but I just want to let him know that I watch the videos and I think he's cool. But equally, I always just assume that no one gives a shit about talking to me. So that's sort of the dilemma I find myself in. But I did also, on that note, befriend another roller coaster content creator by the name of Jack Silkstone, who is a lovely guy, and again documents a lot of theme park stuff, but primarily Thorpe Park, because he has access to do so. So he documented like the whole Hyperia building process, and God, did I watch almost every single video. I think there weren't many of those that I didn't tune into, so I've probably watched Jack Silkstone more than he's ever seen me, which is slightly terrifying for him. But hey, it's weird how if you watch someone enough, you do just feel like you know them. Like, I mean, to be fair, me and Jack do actually know each other, but I definitely know more about him than I think he knows about me. But I guess, to be fair, like, he's usually just posting stuff about the theme parks and the roller coasters, so he's not as much of an egomaniac as I am. I'm just always posting about myself, which kind of seems a bit unfair. Although then again, I've been doing more roller coaster theme park rating videos and stuff like that. So at least, in fact, can I tell you guys this? Right, there was a few actually. It's really nice for me to see people in like the theme park community liking and interacting with my posts, because I'm just some guy who likes roller coasters. I wouldn't say I'm like an expert like some of these other people. But then to see, like, there was this one, I can't remember the username off the top of my head, but I think it is like theme park content is the username on Instagram. And I think they've got like, I might be wrong, it might be like 100,000 plus followers or something like that. And they do post some really cool stuff. And so the fact that they liked my video, I was like genuinely gassed by that, because I was like, okay, I didn't do a horrible job then. Because I know my reviews aren't like as detailed as a lot of other enthusiasts might want them to be, but I'm trying to keep it mainstream, if you know what I mean, like trying to keep it accessible for anyone who comes across it, not just specifically people who are obsessed with the minute details. But I'm just rambling now. Thank you, Chantel. Hope you're well. Sadie shared the live with more than 5 friends. Again, amazed she knows that many people. But I'm happy for her. Bow, 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 bow. If you could only go on one roller coaster for the rest of your life, what would it be? So I have a feeling that the answer to that question in its truest form would probably be a ride I haven't been on yet, just because I know there's some insane rides out there. Like, in terms of it, so re-rideability is something that gets talked about a lot. And it's the same with anything. It's the same with like TV shows, films, theatre, like anything really. I mean, even sports technically, but that's a very different thing, because every game is always going to, or whatever version of a sport it is always going to be different. But like with, for example, and again, I sound like a broken record, Operation Mincemeat, it's such a rewatchable show. The reason I've seen it the amount of times I have is because every show is different. Like even though it's the same script, the same punchlines for all the jokes and everything like that, it's just still so different every time you see it, because different actors take different roles in different directions. And it's the same with rides. Like rides, there are certain ones that for whatever reason, every time you go on it, it might be slightly different, or it might be, I don't know, slightly just, you know, there's always something new to discover or see or whatever it might be. And I've heard that Monsters Unchained Epic Universe is very much one of those rides, because there's just so many minute details and like bits of information that you might not pick up on your first couple of goes, but eventually, you know, once you start seeing everything, it becomes a whole different experience. So yeah, to fucking round that up, because I went on such a tangent, one ride for the rest of my life. Of the rides I've been on currently, it would probably either have to be Hyperia or Zadra, because that drop on Hyperia is just insane. But then Zadra is just a nuts ride. And then Zadra's in Poland, for anyone who was wondering, at Energylandia, and Hyperia is at Thorpe Park. But in terms of rides I haven't been on, sorry, I'm sort of messing up my signatures a little bit. How's that look? In terms of rides I haven't been on, I could see, again, Hagrid's bike ride maybe being one that I'd want to just do over and over again. I haven't been on it yet, but it looks good. Otherwise, probably something like Monsters Unchained, although it's not really a roller coaster, so that kind of doesn't count. If I had to pick roller coaster, yeah, probably the Hagrid's bike ride or Velocicoaster maybe. But again, Velocicoaster, I feel like I'd be impressed by it, obviously, but I feel like you can just get bored of it. Whereas with the Hagrid's bike ride, there's got to be so much information in there that's worth taking in. Anyone else got any suggestions that I might have missed out? Wait. Just got back from Universal and Epic. Monsters Unchained is so good, and Velocicoaster. Eve, I'm very happy for you and very jealous, but I'm glad you got to go on those. I have not picked an outfit yet. That hasn't happened. Thanks for checking in, though. I will remind myself to do that. Thank you. I think it was Bev. Yeah, thanks, Bev. Come to Newcastle, please. Sorry, I'll stop slandering Newcastle, and then maybe one day we'll get there. The council got in touch since they heard that I was chatting shit about them earlier, and they said I'm banned for 6 months. So if you can wait 6 months, maybe after that I'll come to Newcastle. Just me though, not the other two. Just me coming to Newcastle. I hope that's all right. Doing my one-man show. Come to Norfolk. This isn't so anyone asking, these signed photos aren't exclusively for VIP. Someone asked that. They are just available to buy, and I like also these ones have the little 13 again logo down there, which I think is nice. Just adds a little something, you know. But yeah, no, all of these, the signed photos, the posters, everything are available to everyone. They're not just exclusive to VIP, so don't worry about that. And everyone asking how much they are, I am so sorry, I'm useless. Does anyone know, the signed photos should be the same price they always are. Thanks, Orla. If anyone knows the price of the signed photos, I don't actually know it off the top of my head. Yeah, £50. They're like £7, these, are they? £5.99. Yeah, somewhere in that range, £5 to £7 sounds about right. I don't really know, I'll be honest. I'm pretty useless. Sorry. I just sign the things. I don't make the decisions. Also, exciting news, no one cares, but I do. Evita just confirmed that they're doing an album cast. Nope. They're doing a cast album. Fucking hell. So yeah, I'm really excited about that because I've been saying for literally since I saw it, basically, that they need to do a cast album because every version of Evita that currently exists is basically dog shit. Like, the way they recorded it is just not good and not worth listening to. But the newest orchestrations and, like, you know, the way that the songs were put together and everything like that are just so incredible, and nothing like the original. And so I was like, I just want this for the band more, you know. Obviously Rachel Zegler's amazing, but for the way that the band play. Hello, I'm live in the studio.
Okay, fine. Yeah, because there's a couple of things we need to do. I don't know whether to come and discuss that with you now or...
Well, you can if you want. You'll be on live to do it, so you're going to have to censor some things, maybe, I don't know.
I'm aware, yeah, but yeah, there's a few PR-y things that we need to get done before filming.
Okay. Well,
alright.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Looks like Max is coming. What colour should I dye my hair permanently, did that say? I don't want that smoke, I'm not going to lie. Someone's mum's going to be, like, bashing down my door. Why did you tell my daughter to dye her hair lime green? Don't do that, please. Someone said, Harvey, you could have just signed one and photocopied it. That doesn't feel good, though. Like, I feel like someone wouldn't want it as much if it was a photocopied signature, right? Like, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't want to, yeah, exactly. Someone said that would be cheating. And I'm not, yeah, that would be so bad. I agree, Sadie. Like, I feel like the whole point is that we signed it. Like, I guess technically we signed the photocopied version, but it's just, you know, it's not the same. I feel like people want to know that theirs was actually signed by ours. But I appreciate someone trying to make my life easier, obviously. Yeah, someone was like, dibs the original. Exactly. The original could go for so much then on that basis, but, well, however much someone was prepared to pay for it, I guess. But still, yeah, I don't think we'll ever, I know we won't ever just photocopy stuff like that if we can avoid it. Can you show the poster? Yeah, so these are, I'll show you one that's been signed by all three of us. So here we go. I mean, it's weird as well, because I feel like, I don't know what people's stance on this is, but I would also want one unsigned. I feel like it looks cool just as it is. But equally, like, the signatures definitely don't make it worse. I'm not saying, like, the signatures make it bad. I just feel like I'd also want one that was just clear, you know? But I guess that might not even exist. Oh, no. There's some, I saw some in the kitchen that aren't signed by any of us yet. I don't know if they're being kept as, like, unsigned posters. But the signed ones are definitely cool, especially because, again, like, the 13 Again logo basically looks like a signature. So it kind of, it works. But, I don't know, I'm just rambling now. On a show. Do you know what could be cool actually? I don't know. Like if we got one of these like framed and had it on the wall behind me or something, I feel like that could look cool. I don't know. Just something to jazz up the background. Like if we just put that. That it would need to be in a frame, I think, because that doesn't look as good. But I don't know. Think about it. You'd need to sign it. No, I wouldn't want a signed one behind us. I don't think. I just want a regular one. That's what I mean. Is that like? I mean, especially because it's my signature. I don't care as much. If I was dealing with someone that was like, you know, someone else and they'd signed it, I go, yeah, that's cool, but because it's me that signed it, I'm not then going to put that on my wall. I feel like that's some next level narcissism. Happy birthday, Layla. Indy got merch, congratulations, glad it arrived safe and sound. Please don't send us an angry email. Have you ever seen Six the Musical? I actually haven't. There have been several occasions where I've wanted to and meant to. And I really did want to see Hannah Lowther do it as well, because she's a friend of ours via the internet. But I just never got round to it. And I think the problem was that I always knew it was a short show. And there was something about it being like quite considerably shorter than the average West End show that just kind of made me go, well, I want something, I want more, if you know what I mean. Like I don't want it to just suddenly end and I'm like, oh, well, okay. But again, a lot of people saying they saw Hannah do it and it was amazing, and I know the show's great because I know the soundtrack. Like I've seen clips and I'm aware of how it goes. I think eventually I'll see it. I just don't know when, because I've got absolutely nothing against it, although apparently Leo does for some reason. But yeah, I also always wanted to see, was it Why Am I So Single? Because I think that was created by the same guys that did Six, and I never got around to seeing that either. But maybe one day if it tours or something like that. So I think someone asked if I've seen Anne Juliet. I actually haven't. You can bet that if there's like a really obvious one like that, like Anne Juliet, Moulin Rouge, like all those sorts of shows, I probably haven't seen them. I don't know why. Like I can't bring myself. I think because they're jukebox musicals as well. Like both Anne Juliet and Moulin Rouge being the best examples of jukebox musicals. That kind of thing you really would have to sell it to me to get me to go and see that, because I still stand by the fact that I think that one of the best jukebox musicals pretty much ever, really, I would say, is Priscilla, which I'm so heavily biased because I was in it. But I do stand by the fact that because of the nature of the show, it makes sense that it's a jukebox musical, whereas Moulin Rouge, and I know that I'm pretty sure there's a film as well, so it's not, I don't blame the people who made the stage show. I actually heavily respect the director of Moulin Rouge. He's a guy called Alex Timbers. He also directed Beetlejuice, so I have a lot of respect for this man. But I don't know, Max went and saw Moulin Rouge, and he just said he thought it should have been good, but the worst bit was how cheesy the integration of the pop songs was. And I think that's the problem, is that if the show isn't already inherently cheesy, suddenly doing like a really like Firework by Katy Perry or whatever it is that's in Moulin Rouge suddenly gets crushed by, you know, like the fact that the show's trying to be serious. In the same way, I think that Anne Juliet has a little bit of a serious overtone. Not like serious, but just, you know, too serious. Whereas Priscilla, the whole time, Priscilla is like making fun of itself. It's like a show about drag queens. Is it set in the... I don't know when the time frame actually is for Priscilla. I don't know if it's actually set in the 80s or what, but I think it is. It's set in like maybe the 90s. I don't fucking know. But either way, they're singing songs from the 80s. I know that much. And every time a song like that starts, there's maybe one or two that are just a little bit like, eh. For the most part, though, every single song just makes sense because I don't know. It just does. So anyway, and someone said, what is jukebox? It's not jukebox, it's jukebox. As in like, and I can't believe I'm explaining this. A jukebox is something where people, and I've never really had one of these either, but I just know. It was like a machine where you could put a coin in and play a song of like a selection of songs that were popular at the time or whatever. And thanks Shadow J. So you could play like a selection of songs or one song from a selection. And the reason they're called jukebox musicals is because it's like going to a jukebox of songs that you already know, but they're integrated into a musical where it's like either an original story or a new story or whatever it might be. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. For the most part, it doesn't. But I don't know. People like it because also people like going to see a production version of a song that they like. So I get why people like it. It's just for me, it can sometimes be so cheesy that it's not worth it. But I don't know. Bring back VHS tapes. I do love a good VHS tape, actually. That was something that I was just about around for. But hello.
You still up?
Yes, I am still live. I'd like to play you The Big Goodbye with
yeah, I was explaining everything to Tilly first, which is why it took so long. I've just got an order of things basically, and I need you to abide by them, please.
that was a bit intense.
Yeah, I know, but it's a lot.
Also, I was actually doing this earlier, but you then seemed to gain
Hello, everyone.
control of your own Spotify.
Yes, I wondered why. The MacBook when I started playing a song, I was like, "That's not correct."
Yeah. Do you want to tell me stuff first? Thanks, Orla.
Okay, so what time is it now? I think 4:15. We're aiming to do that PR video.
Okay. That's soon.
I think you know who.
Yep.
And then 4:30. Dobby's here. 5 podcast.
We're recording a podcast today, by the way, guys. I don't know if I even told you that earlier. But that's another thing that needs to be done.
After podcast, packing van needs to start. You possibly need to help with that.
I'm not going to lie, I've got so many other things that are important.
Maybe not, because we do have, I think, Dobby, Luca and Paul will sort most of it.
Yeah.
I need to get Tilly's vocals recorded after that, so I was saying I'll do that while they're packing the van. And then
Not Luca like drummer, by the way.
there was one more thing after that.
There's a new Luca in town, and he has one C in his name.
I want us to run through the show one more time.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. Well, oh fucking hell! I'll finish this pile. I'll probably get onto these as well if I can. I'm going to leave those for now because I've done half of them. That's just another half.
I've done everything now, except the other set of posters, which I didn't realise.
Well, I was going to say, I think we should leave some unsigned, surely. Are there not going to be people that want one that not signed? Does that sound insane? I don't know. I tried to ask these guys earlier and I didn't really get a conclusive answer.
I don't know. I think that's going to be an unpopular...
I feel like I'd want an unsigned poster. But maybe that is just me. Everyone wants it. Everyone likes signed. Yeah, okay. Oh, one person agrees with me. But most people are just saying sign them.
Yeah, I don't think that's...
Maybe leave a few, just in case. I don't know. Anyway, I want to play you this song because it's really cool.
Go again.
So, I didn't know this. This is actually from a really old song called The Auctioneer. I thought they were just being like, fuck it, let's do a song with an auctioneer, but it's an actually existing song. I assume you've heard this promoted.
Someone tell me why I'm all in my head, why you're all on my mind, why it feels like my friends are leaving me behind, why I miss all the shit I've seen a million times. No, don't look back, just drive. Someone tell me why my town feels like home for the first time in years. What I need to be known, they fucking know me here. Movie with a feel good end, oh God, I hope it is. Then my whole life could sound like this.
That was such an AJ melody there,
Just make it sound like this.
I said that earlier on the live stream. I was like, this is the most AJR song I've heard in a while, especially in a minute what they do as well.
Yes, I can FaceTime into all of your weddings, and I'll be on your TV, so you won't forget me. You won't forget me, right? Oh, then tell me why I'm all in my head, why you're all on my mind, why it feels like my friends are leaving me behind, why I miss all the shit I've seen a million times. No, don't look back, just drive. Someone tell me why my town feels like home for the first time in years. But I need to be known, they fucking know me here. But it could be a movie with a feel good end, oh God, I hope it is. Then my whole life could sound like this.
This.
Don't turn around, kid, you know what you're doing. Tell us about it at the 10-year reunion. We'll all be here, kid, saying we knew ya. Hope you can make it to the 10-year reunion. Hope you can make Just make it sound like they can make it to the 10-year reunion. Alright then. Just make it sound like this. Just make it sound like this. Just make it sound.
I wish they got bigger with that. Yeah, no. It's still amazing. It's kind of like, here's a breakdown.
Then my
Nothing
whole
after
life
it.
can sound like this.
I know what you mean. It's weird because you almost wonder what would they have done. Yeah.
Like proper make that last bit massive, whereas it's just sort of.
I wonder if they thought of doing that and then it might just scare people off, or maybe they often just save stuff like that for live as well, to be fair. I don't know if they will do that. Because then again, I remember saying that they might do something massive with DJs crying for help live, and they just didn't. And I was like, oh, never mind then.
It's a nice song though.
Yeah, good shit. Is Max okay?
I'm all good.
There you go. What's the time for us? It's 4 p.m, so I've got about 15 minutes before stuff starts happening. Wait, are we doing the PR video before Dobby gets here?
Yeah.
I would have said it just makes sense for him to be here to do it.
Well, at least we start planning it.
Yeah.
Because that's why I said 4:15 is that we can talk it through and have it ready to go. And he'll be here at 4:30. We can bash that out and then we can start setting up for 5. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm gonna go get changed because.
Best of luck for the horse riding show, whoever said that. I hope it goes well. And for whoever asked if I've been on the Hulk at Universal, yes, I have. It's one of the pretty much only rides. Well, that's not true, but there's so many new rides at Universal since I was last there, and the Hulk was like one of the main ones. While the last time I was there, if that tells you about how long ago it was. But yeah, I do like the Hulk. I think I've heard mixed things about it over the years, mainly that sometimes it can be a bit rough or whatever, but I do like that launch up the lift hill. I think that's nice. And yeah, it's like the Hulk's a cool layout for the most part, but I also think it is a little bit past its time now. Like, it wouldn't be completely upsetting if they replaced it, so long as whatever replaced it was insane. It would be devastating if they got rid of the Hulk and then whatever replaced it was just like the same or worse. Obviously, that would be sad. But like, you've got to think Universal aren't going to make a mistake like that. And I don't know if they are getting rid of the Hulk anytime soon, but I have heard people talk about that before, with the potential of maybe eventually Universal getting around to replacing it with something, but I don't know. See what happens, I guess. I know that there's massive expansions happening to all the Disneys at the moment. For one thing, Muppets Vision being replaced with the Monsters Inc. ride, which is exciting. Shame for Muppet Vision, but It's good that they're then incorporating the Muppets into the Rock and Roller Coaster. I'm like, that was huge, whoever did that. I hope that they actually do something with the theming of the ride as well as the pre-show and stuff like that, because I've seen bits of what the pre-show might look like and it does look great, but it won't mean much really if they don't also do something cool with the ride itself, I think, personally. But hey, I guess we'll see. Have you watched White Chicks? I have watched White Chicks, sort of not intentionally. I think someone else was watching White Chicks, and it wasn't that long ago either. Like before, actually, to be fair, I definitely did not watch the full film. I think it was like someone else was watching it, and I was kind of in and out sometimes, maybe. I don't even remember who. But yeah, I'm unbothered by that film, I'll be honest. But I'm aware it's a relatively well-known piece of work. But I haven't watched the Lilo and Stitch film, actually. That doesn't really... You know, I want nothing more than to be able to say that I love Lilo and Stitch, because I do love Stitch. I think he's a great character. But I don't think I've ever watched either a full film or a full... Do they even have like a series? I guess, is Lilo and Stitch a series? I don't even know. I've not watched a full version of anything, basically. So, yeah, sorry, my Lilo and Stitch knowledge isn't actually great. Also, Pamela, I saw that you're at Thorpe Park. I'm incredibly jealous. I hope you're having a great day. Probably a great day to go, actually, as well, because most people are back in school, so... I imagine the queues have been decent at Thorpe Park today. Yes, 21 Pilots album is coming out soon. That will be exciting. Drum Show is great. I love that. What was the other song that they put out? Because I could only think of Overcompensate, but that's from the last album. The Contract, that was it. Yeah. I do like The Contract as well. That's a good song. I'm excited for the new 21 Pilots album. I hope it's great. It's a weird one because I feel like it could go either way, just because. Well, first of all, they so recently put out another album anyway, and second of all, it definitely, from an outsider's perspective, from someone who doesn't particularly pay like an insane amount of attention to the band. Like I pay a decent amount of attention, I feel like, but not as much as some others. It feels like Tyler especially, I mean, I don't know about Josh, but Tyler especially seems to be needing a break, and his creative juices are running dry, which is always going to happen. I feel like I remember at one point 21 Pilots did take like a hiatus, but like you if you're constantly working and constantly like doing tours and writing and doing shows, you're not able to do anything creative really, because you've got no experience to pull from, like unless those experiences are what happens on the road and, you know, the dealing with that, and I feel like for me in future that could be a really interesting topic to take on. I just feel like it must also be very hard for someone like him and Josh. I don't think Josh is like heavily involved in the writing process off the top of my head, but yeah, either way, it's tricky to be so creative whilst always just, you know, on it doing stuff. Someone said, do I like McFly? I love McFly. They're pretty much one of the heavy inspirations for mine and Max's just music taste in general, I think, which is weird because I wouldn't actually say that McFly necessarily reflect in everything we write, other than maybe melodically, like a lot of what McFly do with melodies, and I think that's mainly down to Tom Fletcher, but also maybe Danny. I know they're both the main writers. I know Dougie does a little bit of writing, but not as much. But yeah, I think Tom Fletcher especially, the way which is why I'm so down to get myself to Paddington, because Tom Fletcher of McFly, if anyone doesn't know this, here's some new information. He wrote he definitely wrote like the score and the songs for Paddington. Whether or not he actually wrote the lyrics is another thing. He might have had someone working with him on the lyrics, maybe. I actually don't know. That's usually the case, because like Andrew Lloyd Webber, as an example, who wrote Evita, had Tim Rice, who writes the lyrics. So, you know, they sort of work together a lot of the time. And I think as well, who was it? Was it Elton John and Tim Rice who did Lion King? That's that's usually how it works. Is there's usually a really, really strong lyricist who's just usually Tim Rice, and then a really talented musician who does all of the scores and the melodies and stuff like that. And yeah, thanks Sadie for the confirmation. So yeah, like I find it fascinating how people write shows like that, and at some point in my life it would absolutely be an honor to be able to write music for a show. Whether or not that ever happens, I guess we'll find out, because I don't know that I have the capacity to ever conceptualize an entire show myself, but to be able to write the music for it in a similar way that Tom Fletcher has for Paddington, that I could definitely get behind. I just think that actually conceiving a show as a whole is a beast that you just need to know how stuff like that works, and I've obviously not dedicated any of my life to actually creating shows like that. So, hello, I'm live, just so you know, so don't say anything that's not allowed to be said.
You say it if I regularly say stuff like that.
No, I actually more mean like confidential information.
Oh,
not like
stuff.
coming in and saying
Being
a slur, yeah. Which you would of course never do.
Which is sort of, it's not confidential, but the assets that you prepared for tomorrow in that incompatible format.
Yes.
Am I being cryptic?
No. I've actually sort of loosely mentioned this on the live stream anyway, that I need to do something with PowerPoint. So that
Fine, okay. Have you done it?
I haven't had my laptop because Dobby's had it all day. So it's just, hopefully Max picked it up earlier, but I've been sat here signing whilst on live stream. So
Right, okay.
I'm going to wrap this up soon because I have other stuff I need to do, but that's going to have to probably...
Yes, well, I've come home early specifically to get things like that sorted. So.
Well...
It's a risk.
No, I know.
I know where you're going.
Is there not any way that you can't import the sides? I guess because you don't have access to the videos.
Well, if I can sit down next to you, yeah, because I can't. So you sent me those links, but basically it wants to play it through Safari or Chrome or whatever. And actually, it's through Edge. Do you know the one thing I should check? But even sorry, is. I actually ran it through Microsoft Edge. I should try running it through Chrome actually and see if that will allow me to play the video, because I haven't done that. But nonetheless, what sets my teeth on edge is the fact that we're having to access it via the cloud. And obviously, I'm sure we can hop on the theatre's Wi-Fi, but I never like relying on Wi-Fi anywhere. I want it stored locally, basically.
Which is what stresses me out about slides, because like, why won't you just let me import a video and then it's there? Do you know what I mean? Like, that seems like a really bad system.
Yeah, no, exactly. Because Google wants you to be cloud-based, basically.
Right.
That's the thing.
Sorry, guys. I know this talk is probably really
It's quite
enthralling.
tedious, isn't it? Yeah. Woo!
Well, yeah, we'll sit down and sort it out. I just need to obviously do a few other things, but I will make sure it still gets prioritised.
Yeah, sure. All right, fine. Well, I'm in now and in the study, although I do want to go to the gym at some stage, but I'll do that while you're doing the podcast, basically.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Paul's getting swole, everyone.
Yeah, trying to remind you it was someone's birthday today, and I had one of those my weakness, those little M&S toffee.
Oh, they had that. Oh, did you get those in?
No, I didn't.
Someone
Well,
else
that's
did.
how I know about them in the first place.
Oh, because someone else got them
Someone
in.
else got them in for birthdays in the first place.
Right, okay.
And it is
yeah.
I've been really good.
Well, I'm proud of you, but
But I
less
feel
proud of you for
quite
today, I
guilty.
guess. Yeah, because it wasn't
Yeah.
even your birthday, so.
It was not my birthday. And I was like, if they don't have those there, I'm not going to have cake. But they did.
Wow.
So, yeah, because they don't always.
It's alright, you can work it off in the gym.
I can work it off tomorrow probably with all the bloody.
This is
stress
true.
that That's going to be.
Pacing.
Right, alright, mate. See you in a bit.
See you in a bit. Alrighty. I don't know whether or not. How long have I got? Ever asked that? I'm going to get onto it, mainly just for the cultural. The thing is, it annoyed me that they did the first half of the series and then the second half of the series. I'm like, don't fuck around with me. Just give it to me, all of it, because people will think I sound crazy here, right? But because a lot of the time I'll watch stuff like that, not necessarily because I actually care, but because, you know, we have a podcast and we're on the internet and all this sort of stuff. It's important for me to know what's going on. And I don't have time to waste to be like, watch half of it and then like a month later watch the other half. I just need to watch it all in one go. I've got the information there. And then if it's, you know, anything pop culture reference wise or anything I need to know, I've got it stored and then it's it. So it annoys me when they go, oh, it's only half of it. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to watch it now because I'm not going to have all the information. I'd rather just watch it when it's all out. But hey, to each their own, I suppose. Who's your favourite sibling? I answered this earlier. I said NA. As in N/A. Pablo. Yeah, Paul probably is my favourite sibling, to be honest. If anything, me and him probably get along the most out of everyone. Maybe, no, to be fair, me and Tilly do get along for the most part. Although she is a diva. Fucking hell. You guys act like she's some fucking... No, to be fair, she is cool. But she's a diva. And she'll tell you she's not, but she is. It's alright, because so are me and Max. It's got to come from somewhere. I mean, look at these guys. You tell me these guys aren't divas? Great jump from Tilly, by the way. Fantastic jump. And I know a thing about jumping. She did a good one. They're in the car. Who's in the car? What? Okay, anyway. Scary hoodie. I like that someone came in and said scary hoodie, because I get a lot of compliments on this hoodie, but every now and again I get someone go, that's fucking weird. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I thought it was cool at the time. I still think it's cool, but it is definitely a little bit like, what has he got going on there? Do you guys think, right, hear me out. I don't want glazing, all right? I don't want anyone to be nice to me or to say what they think I want them to say. Do we think this is a good enough fit for the podcast that we've got to record later, or should I change, well, everything really? I mean, the trousers might stay, I don't know yet, but I don't know, like, I think, because I've seen this hoodie so many times now, it feels to me like it's a bit lazy, but I don't know, because I feel like it'll be colourful enough for people to kind of go, oh, that's cool, but maybe, nah, it's okay. Would you, as in like keep it or? Don't change. All right, listen, guys. I listen to the people at the end of the day. If you guys want me to keep this hoodie, I'll keep the hoodie. Hello, I'm live.
That's fine. I need what you're doing to take and pack.
Well, I'm nearly.
Ow.
I'm getting through it. I haven't done any more of my personal ones, but
Okay.
I've done
Fine.
a fair few of these. I have been rattling through it. I've got witnesses and
Have you
proof.
been just talking to people and gassing and not writing?
No, I've actually been pretty decent. If you were to check my rate of going, I've actually been. I mean, ask them, I guess. Look, they're all just shouting at you currently.
I can't see because I've not got my specs on. Hang on, let me have a look.
Here she comes.
Hello. Oh, they're just shouting at me. They're not actually telling me that you've done anything. You've done well. There you go. Esme says you've done well.
Everyone's just saying Sarah.
I know.
Yeah, see?
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sadie said I'm lying, but don't listen to her.
Not listening to you, Sadie. He's done amazing, apparently. He's done it.
Yeah, see, exactly.
Well done.
Thanks.
Fair enough.
Thanks, everyone.
Fair enough. Right. So it's
I'll pay you
just
later.
These Tilly needs to do.
Yeah, don't put them back there. They're in
Where
my
do you
way.
want? Over there?
Sure, but
Okay.
Thanks.
So are you just going to carry on until the filming starts in a minute? then?
sort of. Yeah, I was told that
That
4:15
says
was.
Harry.
Mate, that's a better one. They get worse, honestly. It's because my name is absolute. I mean, Tilly, to be fair, is somewhere in the middle, but my name is just the worst for like flowing. Like the R and the V are just so annoying, and so I'm just like. But it's still my name, and I'm still putting, the same amount of love into
Right,
it.
if you're not doing these, can I take these away
Well,
for another day? Or are you...
they might as well stay in case
Well,
I get
isn't
onto
Dobby going to
them.
have to come and set up in here?
Probably, I don't know.
I'll
Take
take them
them.
for a bit.
If anything, you've just wasted the most time out of everything. You didn't even close the door. What are you doing? Nutter. She comes. That's like a classic mum thing, right? Where they just come into a room, pester you, and then leave the door open. That is just mums 101. Oh, I saw her getting smoke because she's a mum. I did an all-nighter watching the podcast. I will say, should I say this? I guess, yeah, I think it's fine. There is a good reason, for people to know as much about the podcast as humanly possible for tomorrow. So I'm not going to tell you too much because I don't want to give anything away, but I feel like it's already pretty obvious. You want to know as much as you possibly can about the podcast if you're coming to the show tomorrow. And it won't end up applying to literally everyone, but some people. Guess who's just walked in?
I need to sign, apparently. Oh, you took my spot.
What do you mean I took your spot? I've just sat down. What?
No, not on the...
Oh, on the... Well, yeah, but that's where I am. Like, surely you would sign there.
guess. Yeah, but that's a really difficult spot.
I'm sorry. I had to do it on
Can
here.
you scooch, please?
Which way? Mhm.
Either way, whichever way. Just one way. I need to, please, have...
Yeah, but what are you going to kneel?
I
or?
have to sign those
Yeah,
ones.
but what are you going to do? Kneel
Yeah,
or?
yeah, yeah.
Right, okay. Right, and we have Tilly. I am live, by the
I
way.
know,
in
I
case you-
saw
okay,
earlier.
yeah.
Just... Oh!
How was school?
Long. It's actually
Yeah.
quite good today.
Oh,
I had
good.
double science, though.
Ooh.
Getting into my doubles now.
I sort of forgot that you have to do science.
had PE first, my weekly PE lesson, because I didn't pick PE.
See, this is actually something that, and maybe I guess we can talk about on the podcast, I don't know, but I don't remember doing PE in year 10.
You definitely would have.
I must have, yeah.
It's almost like a legal thing.
Yeah,
for schools
yeah.
To do.
But I don't remember it at all. It's really weird.
But I also have a PSHE lesson. That's once every 2 weeks. I think PE's once a week.
Yeah, I think I had a PSHE lesson once every 2 weeks, but I don't know what the other lesson was that then kind of replaced it. I think it was just an extra lesson of something, like one of my chosen subjects, maybe. I can't remember.
So I had PE, science, English, science, maths.
The tax fraud t-shirts coming back. Listen, I'll be honest, we didn't have any like major plans to bring back any of those, but if people like them, we'll do them again. Like, there's no rules really.
Oh, good. Look, guess what we did on this one?
Wrote broccoli.
No.
Oh.
Guess what we did on this? Look at both our names.
Oh, with the opposite hand.
Yeah. Do you think mine's quite good?
Yours is much better than Max's, that's for sure. I mean,
Do you not think that
sorry to whoever gets that, but Max's is pretty appalling.
Look
there.
at mine compared to this one as well. It's not anything. That one's better.
If I'd have known, I'd have given it a go with my left hand. But
Oh, sorry.
no, it's fine. You just caught me a bit late.
I wasn't really paying attention, but I looked up for 1 second and I saw Max's name and I was like... We also had a go where we did each other's. But I think you'll pass that one. I did Max's name, he did my name.
Would that be noticeable?
Probably.
I guess I'll be honest. I
People
haven't
see
really
it.
been looking at your
Well, we
signatures
said
that much.
either way, we both signed it.
That's true. That's very true.
We did it on live and people requested it, and people requested opposite hand as well. Well, no, we suggested it, but people agreed.
Well, I'm just very excited because this photo on a billboard looks amazing. And if you do get a chance to get into London this week, as in by the end of this week, so today, tomorrow or Sunday, make sure you check out the Leicester Square billboard. Or if you're in East London, go to Stratford, it's also there, just opposite
It's
the
a
Stratford
shame
station.
we didn't see it in Stratford. I know you did, but I didn't.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could try on Sunday if you really desperately wanted, but
Sunday.
it was cool in Stratford. I think at the end of the day, you saw what it looks like. There's nothing.
Well,
I
I've
actually
seen it, so I didn't really know what to do once I'd like taken photos.
Yeah, exactly. Like I personally think, because everyone that I've spoken to in terms of our team has said that the Stratford one looked cooler, but I think the Leicester Square one's
I
cooler.
haven't seen the Stratford one, but I know you saw it.
Like obviously the Stratford one looks good, but like Leicester Square is Leicester Square. Like
You posted a picture of the Stratford one, anyway.
yeah, it's on. Oh, I think no, it's on the post that we did. Sorry, you might not have seen it yet, but you collaborated
It's on mine,
with it,
isn't it?
unbeknownst to yourself. Yeah, so if you scroll, it's that video. Which it does look pretty cool, especially because it's so long. But
Yeah. That one would have been easier, if anything.
possibly, but also actually, the weird thing about that one was that there was so many people always like crossing because
Yeah.
of the train station and coming down the steps and all that sort of stuff.
That's cool. Did you take that or did I?
I did. I walked past it late last night. I got a video in the dark as well. That's on my account. It did look... The billboard looks amazing at night. Like, if you get a chance to see it at night, please do, because it's so
We
cool.
nearly saw it at night, but not quite. I know
Well,
did.
you might be able to tomorrow, depending on how dark it gets.
How long is it up for? Just the weekend?
The weekend for now... Oh, careful not to draw on my knee.
Black. Meet black.
Yeah, I know, but Sharpie shows up on black. It does. It's kind of annoying. But what was I saying? For now, it's up until this weekend, but I don't think that means it won't happen again at some point. We've just got to pester Spotify politely.
Someone just walk in here.
I heard the door open and close, but I have no idea who it was. What are you doing? For anyone who is tuning in now, we're signing photos and posters.
I got
Such as
quite a
these.
few of myself done yesterday.
Yeah, we've all got solo photos as well. Signing What?
Do you guys know what we're doing in terms of the video?
More or less, yeah.
Possibly need to end that soon. So
Okay, I'll just let you know what we're doing. We're signing posters and photos for the live show tomorrow that's happening in Leicester Square in London. We've got 2 shows happening for 13 again. One at 12 p.m. and one at 4 p.m. And yes, unfortunately, the tickets are completely sold out. So it's
Are they
not.
now?
It's what they always have been.
People were, I thought some people had to.
Yeah, some people wanted to sell theirs because of complications or whatever, but we tried to help that and figure it out so that there weren't any empty seats because we wouldn't want anyone to miss out, if possible. But I think it's all sorted now. And anyone who wanted a ticket was able to get one, so good stuff.
Have these been washed?
No, I don't think so.
Did I pick that colour or did someone else?
What colour?
For the hoodie?
Yeah.
Can't remember.
I think I picked it, but
Yeah, you gotta end that one, by the way.
All right, yeah, sorry everyone. We do have a lot of other stuff that we need to be getting on with. So sadly, this is where the live stream will come to an end for now. We will obviously be back at some point, maybe tomorrow, if we can make it work. We're obviously going to be in London having done the shows. So no promises, but we will see what we can do in terms of going live before the podcast goes out tomorrow.
if anyone else wants to go live to what's it called?
What?
To support the podcast going out, I guess.
There we go.
That's not the word I was looking
Right, so
for,
just
but-
going live in like solidarity with the podcast going up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will hopefully see a load of you tomorrow. And yeah, exciting stuff. Stay safe, everyone. Cannot wait for us to break down on stage.
Hopefully not. These are
Probably.
looking quite good today.
Well done.
I've not got COVID now that I've touched them.
It's not about you touching them, it's just about moving them off the posters. All right, anyway, thanks all for watching. We will see you guys in a bit. I'll just quickly thank why won't it just... Hang on. There we go. Thanks, Angel, Nisha, Carly Givens, and Ellie Pearson. And we will see you all in a bit. Lots of love to you all.
Bye.
You all.
Bye.